It was an ordinary evening, or at least it seemed that way. Lily had been dragged to the party by her friends, not expecting much. The room was filled with laughter, music, and chatter, but her attention was suddenly stolen by someone across the room. Ethan. He stood there, looking lost in his own thoughts, yet there was something about him, something magnetic, that drew her in. She wasn't sure what it was, but the moment their eyes met, it felt like the world had slowed down. Ethan's gaze lingered, and for a second, Lily forgot where she was. She tried to look away, but her heart raced. Could this be more than just a passing glance? Ethan smiled and began to walk toward her, his movements confident yet unsure, as if he too felt the strange connection between them. Lily tried to calm her nerves, unsure of how to react. Was she imagining this? But when he finally reached her, everything felt natural. The noise around them seemed to fade as they exchanged a few simple words, but there was an undeniable spark between them. The night had only just begun, but she couldn't help but wonder, was this the start of something unforgettable? The party continued in full swing, but Ethan couldn't get Lily out of his mind. After their brief conversation, he found himself looking for her in the crowd. He tried to focus on the music, but all he could think about was her smile, the way her eyes sparkled in the dim light. Every time he glanced toward her, he found she was looking back. His heart skipped a beat each time their gazes met. Lily, on the other hand, was feeling the same pull. She didn't know what it was, but there was something different about Ethan. His presence made her feel a warmth she wasn't used to. She tried to shake it off, telling herself it was just the excitement of the night. But deep down, she couldn't deny the chemistry that was growing between them. Ethan knew he had to do something about it. He had to talk to her again, even if it was just for a moment. So he walked toward her, his nerves tingling with anticipation. When he reached her side, he couldn't help but smile. "Hey," he said softly, his voice almost lost in the noise of the party. Lily looked up at him, her heart racing. "Hey," she replied, barely able to find her words. The connection between them was undeniable. The party seemed distant now, just a background noise to the growing tension between them. Ethan and Lily found a quiet corner of the garden, away from the loud music and laughter. The cool evening air made the moment feel even more intimate. Neither of them said much at first, but the silence felt comfortable, like they didn't need words to understand each other. Ethan finally broke the silence, his voice softer than before. "I've never felt this way about someone before. It's strange, but I can't stop thinking about you." Lily's heart skipped a beat. She hadn't expected him to say something like that. Her mind raced, unsure of how to respond. She liked him. No, she liked him a lot. But she had always been cautious, afraid of rushing into things. "I feel it too," she admitted, her voice barely above a whisper. "But I'm not sure what this is, or if it's just the night, you know." Ethan moved a little closer, his gaze never leaving hers. "I don't know what it is either, but I can't ignore it. There's something here, something real." The moment hung between them, heavy with unspoken emotions. For the first time, Lily allowed herself to believe in what they were both feeling. She let out a quiet breath, the tension between them easing as she leaned in, their lips meeting in a gentle, soft kiss. It was everything she had imagined, yet more. Something had changed in that single moment. They both knew it, and neither could take it back. The kiss lingered, a soft connection that left both of them breathless. But as they pulled away, reality began to creep in. Lily's mind raced. What does this mean? She had only just met him, and yet there was something so undeniable about their chemistry. Her heart fluttered, but doubt crept in too. Is this just a fleeting moment? Ethan sensed her hesitation. He could see the uncertainty in her eyes, the way her shoulders tensed. He wanted to say something, to reassure her that it wasn't just about the night, but about them, what they could be together. But he didn't want to rush her. He didn't want to push her into something she wasn't ready for. "I don't want to scare you," he said quietly, taking a small step back, giving her space. "But I don't want to pretend like this doesn't mean something. I feel something real between us, Lily." Lily looked at him, searching his face for signs of doubt. There was none. She saw only sincerity, and it made her heart ache with longing. But the fear still held her back. She wasn't sure if she could open her heart that easily. Was she ready to take this risk? For a moment, neither of them spoke. Then slowly she reached out, her hand brushing his. It was a simple gesture, but in that touch, they both knew. They weren't ready to let go of this connection just yet. As the night wore on, the air between them seemed to thicken with unspoken words and emotions. The music from the party faded into the background as Lily and Ethan stood there, their hands still lightly touching. The uncertainty that had clouded Lily's mind began to clear, replaced by something more powerful, a quiet understanding. Ethan, sensing the change in her, gave her a soft, hopeful smile. "You don't have to have all the answers right now," he said gently. "I don't expect you to figure everything out in one night, but I just wanted you to know that I'm here, and I want to get to know you better." Lily's heart swelled. She had been afraid of rushing into something, but she realized now that she didn't have to rush. Maybe they didn't need all the answers right away. Maybe it was enough to simply be together in that moment, to allow things to unfold naturally. Taking a deep breath, she smiled back at him, the doubt finally melting away. "I want that too," she whispered. "I'm just scared." Ethan squeezed her hand reassuringly. "We'll take it slow. We'll figure it out together." And in that moment, under the stars, everything felt right. They didn't need to know where this was going. What mattered was that they were both ready to see where it would lead. The night had changed everything, and neither of them would ever be the same. Their story had just begun.